Her little yellow backpack moves between our homes. Monday here with Mama, Friday where Dad goes.
We couldn't save the marriage, but we could save her heart.
So we stopped using anger to pull her world apart.
I keep your number handy for every school day call. You send her favorite sweater when the first cold evenings fall.
We don't pretend we're lovers, we don't rewrite the past. We just make sure our little girl never has to choose a side. Two front doors, one little girl, two houses in her world, but one love standing steady when everything had turned. We couldn't stay together, but we could still be kind. Two front doors, one little girl, and both of us on her side. We sat together smiling
at her first school play.
She looked across the footlights and found us both that day. Two front doors, one little girl, two houses in her world, but one love standing steady when everything had turned. We couldn't stay together, but we could still be kind. Two front doors, one little girl, and both of us on her side.
Forgiveness didn't bring us back,
it gave our child some peace.
Sometimes love means letting go
without making love decrease. Two front doors, one little girl, now grown and standing tall. She says we taught her kindness when we could have taught her walls. We couldn't stay together, but we never made her choose. Two front doors, one little girl, and one love carried through. Two front doors, one little girl, and one love carried through. I pack the wedding dishes, you wrap the picture frames.
We found the children's height marks
and read each faded name.
The moving truck was waiting by the maple near the drive.
I stood inside the empty rooms and heard our whole old life. We took the years with us, though we left the rooms behind. The birthdays and the hard days, the love that changed our lives.
A house can hold the echoes,
but it cannot make them stay. We closed the door behind us and took the years away. The new place felt much smaller, one bedroom and a view.
but every box we opened made the walls belong to you.
We The birthdays and the hard days, the love that changed our lives.
A house can hold the echoes,
but it cannot make them stay. We closed the door behind us and took the years away.
We left the marks above the doorway,
but kept the hands that made them grow.
the walls were never what we loved,
They only watched it show. We took the years with us,
every laughter, every tear.
the children may live far away, but all their love is here.
A house can hold a lifetime,
Till another chapter starts. We left the rooms behind us, but carried every heart. We left the rooms behind us, but took the years with us.
First morning I remember, I heard sparrows by the shed. No pounding in my temples, no broken words unsaid. On the fridge a crayon picture of me holding a small hand. Underneath she wrote, "Please come," in letters I could understand. The first morning I remember, I saw what I had missed. All the nights I traded love for one more empty drink. I can't buy back yesterday, but today I'm standing here. The first morning I remember was the first day I was clear. I made it to her school play, sat trembling in the front. When she found me in the crowd, her whole small face lit up. Afterward she hugged me, said, "Daddy, you came through. No metal ever shined like those 5 honest words could do." The first morning I remember, I saw what I had missed. All the nights I traded love for one more empty drink. I can't buy back yesterday, but today I'm standing here. The first morning I remembered was the first day I was clear. Getting well was not one promise, it was choosing every day. A man can lose himself in darkness and still morning I remember I saw what still remained, a child who kept on loving me through every broken day. I can't buy back yesterday, but tomorrow knows I'm here. The first morning I remember was the first day I was clear. The first day I was clear was the first day I came near. I left school at 16 when my little girl was born. Worked the rooms at Miller's Hotel from midnight until 4. I kept a book beside the cart and studied on each break. One lesson at a time was all a tired mind could take. I wore my work shoes to graduation, the only pair I owned. They had crossed 1,000 hallways while the whole town slept at home. No silver heels or polished shine, just every mark of dedication. I wore my work shoes to graduation, and my daughter called my name. She sat there in the front row with my mother by her side when they placed that folded paper in these hands that used to hide. I saw every night of studying, every floor that I had cleaned, and the girl who left school early finally finished what she dreamed. I wore my work shoes to graduation, the only pair I owned. They had crossed 1,000 hallways while the whole town slept at home. No silver heels or polished shine, just every mark of dedication. I wore my work shoes to graduation, and my daughter called my name. She said, "Mama, you have taught me more than any classroom could. A hard beginning doesn't mean the ending can't be good." I wore my work shoes to graduation and held that diploma high, not to prove the years were easy, but to prove I still could try. Those warm souls carried both of us through every obligation. I wore my work shoes to graduation and walked out standing tall. I walked in tired and walked out proud.
violin tied to her daddy's sleeve. She looked at me like questions she was too afraid to speak. I never tried to hurry what her heart was going through. I just kept showing up like love is meant to do. The first time she called me mama, I almost turned around. Thought she meant somebody else till she said it once more loud. I held her like a promise I had waited years to hear. The first time she called me mama, love made a family there. I learned her bedtime stories, the food she wouldn't eat, sat beside her fever, rubbed the cold out of her feet. I never took the place of the woman she first knew. I only built another place where love could carry through. The first time she called me mama, I almost turned around. Thought she meant somebody else till she said it once more loud. I held her like a promise I had waited years to hear. The first time she called me mama, love made a family there. Blood may start a story, but staying writes it deep. Love is every ordinary vow a faithful heart can keep. The first time she called me mama, I knew where I belonged. Not because I gave her life, but because I stayed so long. I held her like a promise with happy, grateful tears. The first time she called me mama, love made a family there. Love made a family there.
At 12 I knew that hallway by the cracks along the floor. Nurse Elaine would sit beside me when I begged to go no more. She counted every heartbeat and never rushed my fear. Said one day you'll leave this building and remember you were brave in here. I came back wearing white to the room where I once cried, with a name badge and a steady hand on the other side. Now when a frightened child asks me, will I make it through tonight, I sit down the way she sat with me. I came back wearing white. My first night on the evening ward, a little girl named June held the rail and whispered, please don't leave the room. I pulled a chair beside her, stayed till her breathing slowed, and heard Elaine in every word I somehow seemed to know. I came back wearing white to the room where I once cried, with a name badge and a steady hand on the other side. Now when a frightened child asks me, will I make it through tonight, I sit down the way she sat with me. I came back wearing white. Kindness never ends where the first good hands let go. It travels through the frightened till the healed become the hope. I came back wearing white, not because I had forgotten, but because one woman's patience gave me more than medicine. Now I hold another small hand and stay beside the bed. I became the kind of comfort she had given me instead. I sit down the way she sat with me. I came back wearing white.
Lena came to class one winter in a sweater worn too thin. She always said she wasn't hungry when the lunch bell called us in. I kept crackers in my desk and found a coat her size. I never asked her any questions, I just left it by her chair. She worked harder than the others, though she rarely spoke aloud. The day she earned her scholarship, she finally made me proud. She hugged me by the doorway, said, I know what you once did, then left that little schoolhouse with the courage of a kid. She still calls me Miss Ann, though she's the one in charge now. There's a school key in her pocket and silver in her hair. She built a room of winter coats and food for children there. She still calls me Miss Ann, but she became the answer to my prayer. She brought me back last April for the school's 100th year, then opened up a quiet room with shelves from floor to ceiling, shoes and coats and lunch cards waited there without a name, so no child had to carry what once made her feel ashamed. I thought I gave one coat away and something small to eat. I never knew that kindness would grow hands and walk in feet. She still calls me Miss Ann, though the whole town knows her name. She gives without announcing who receives or who should thank. Now every frightened child she helps will help another when they can. That old blue coat keeps traveling, and she still calls me Miss Ann. That old blue coat keeps traveling, she still calls me Miss Ann.
She used to fill the mornings with 100 little words. Then one hard night took from her the voice I'd always heard. The doctor spoke in numbers. I watched her frightened eyes. She reached across the blanket, and I learned her first reply. I learned her silence, one small look at a time. The yes inside her fingers, the no behind her eyes. She once taught me every word, now she teaches me to hear. I learned her silence and found my mother there. I brushed her silver hair the way she once brushed mine, held the cup between her hands and waited without time. Some days she fought the hurting, some days she let me near, but every quiet moment said more than I could hear. I learned her silence, one small look at a time. The yes inside her fingers, the no behind her eyes. She once taught me every word, now she teaches me to hear. I learned her silence and found my mother there. Love does not need language to tell you it remains. Sometimes one hand holding can carry all the pain. I learned her silence, one small look at a time. The love inside her fingers, the courage in her eyes. She once taught me every word, now she teaches me to hear. I learned her silence and found my mother there. I found my mother there.
Dad drew the hull in pencil on the wall beside the door. Said measure twice before you cut, and take your time once more. We shaved the ribs together till his hands began to slow. Then March came without warning, and the work was left alone. The half-finished boat sat quiet in the shed. Every board still carried something he had said. Years later, with my own boy, we set it on the floor. I finished what he started, but I couldn't finish missing him. My son held up the hammer the way I once held mine. Asked why Grandpa stopped there at that crooked pencil line. I said he ran out of mornings, but he left enough to do. Then I heard my father's patience in the questions coming through. The half-finished boat sat quiet in the shed. Every board still carried something he had said. Years later, with my own boy, we set it on the floor. I finished what he started, but I couldn't finish missing him. 3 generations touched it, though only 2 stood there. Some men leave more behind them than the years allow them to share. The half-finished boat now moves steady and slow. My boy sits where his grandpa had always planned to go. We finished what he started, where the water runs below. But I still feel him with us in the half-finished boat. I finished what he started, but I never finished missing him. The doctor spoke in numbers we barely understood. You reached beneath the table and held me like you could.
We stopped asking forever, we stopped measuring the years, started calling every morning a little victory here.
We count the good days, the ones the pain stays low, the days we walk together past the mailbox and back home. A laugh across the breakfast, a night of sleeping straight. We don't count what illness took, we count the good days.
Some days you cannot finish the supper on your plate.
Some days you wear that blue dress and make the whole room change. We count the good days,
the ones the pain stays low,
the days we walk together past the mailbox and back home. A laugh across the breakfast, a night of sleeping straight. We don't count what illness took, we count the good days. I cannot fight this for you.
You cannot take my fear,
but we can keep on choosing
to be fully present here.
We count the good days
and bless the harder ones,
for teaching us how precious and ordinary our becomes. Your hand inside my fingers, the evening growing late. We don't count what illness took, we count the love that stayed. We count the love that stayed. There were 3 car seats in my truck, where my tools used to ride. The call came on a Tuesday from a county hospital. My sister would not make it, and her children needed someone. I was 41 and single, knew nothing about kids, but 3 small faces watched me, so I said I'll take them in. 3 car seats in my truck, where my tools used to ride. 3 lunch boxes on the counter, 3 small fears at night. I didn't know the answers, I just knew I had to show up. My whole life changed direction with 3 car seats in my truck. I learned to fix ponytails and sign the reading sheets, burn the first few dinners, then master macaroni cheese. The youngest called me daddy, then covered up her mouth. I said, you can call me anything, just know I'm not walking out. 3 car seats in my truck, where my tools used to ride. 3 lunch boxes on the counter, 3 small fears at night. I didn't know the answers, I just knew I had to show up. My whole life changed direction with 3 car seats in my truck. I lost a quiet future I thought belonged to me, and found a better purpose in one instant family. 3 car seats in my truck, now the oldest one can drive. The middle starts college, the youngest is 15. I never had the answers, I just never gave them up. They made a father from an uncle with 3 car seats in my truck. They made a father from an uncle with 3 car seats in my truck. hungry, 3 weeks behind on rent. Mr. Bell wrote 400 and said, take this before you're spent. I promised I would pay him when my feet were on the ground. He said, son, just keep on working, don't let trouble turn you down. The check he never cashed bought more than 1 hard month. It taught me kindness isn't something you repay just once. He wrote, pass it on across the back and mailed it home at last. That lesson kept on living in the check he never cashed. Years later, one young worker came shaking to my door. His baby needed medicine he couldn't cover anymore. I reached into my desk where that old check still lay, then wrote the same amount and used the words he gave. The check he never cashed bought more than 1 hard month. It taught me kindness isn't something you repay just once. He wrote, pass it on across the back and mailed it home at last. That lesson kept on living in the check he never cashed. Some debts are paid with money, some are paid by what you do. When mercy reaches down to you, you help the next one through. The check he never cashed has crossed 1,000 miles, through rent, through food, through medicine, through frightened father's eyes. No bank could count its value, no ledger held its past. A good man kept on giving through the check he never cashed. A good man kept on giving through the check he never cashed. She stood outside my doorway with both hands in her coat. Said, I don't expect forgiveness, I just thought you ought to know. It's been 3 years since drinking made a liar of my word. I'm learning how to listen without asking to be heard. She came 3 years sober, I came 20 years afraid. She didn't ask me to erase the choices she had made. We sat there through the evening with no easy words to say. She came 3 years sober, and I asked her in to stay. She remembered missing birthdays
and the place she never saw. She said, I know that being sorry doesn't change the child you were. I told her, trust comes slowly, and I cannot promise when. She nodded like a woman who had learned not to pretend. She came 3 years sober. I came 20 years afraid. She didn't ask me to erase the choices she had made. We sat there through the evening with no easy words to say. She came 3 years sober, and I asked her in to stay. Forgiveness isn't forgetting or handing back the past. It's opening one small doorway and seeing if the change can last. She came 3 years sober. Now it's 7 years today. She still earns every Sunday the place she wants to stay. We cannot have my childhood, but we have the time ahead. She came 3 years sober and became my mother again. Not all at once, but day by day.
For 2 years in the closet, that white dress held its breath. I thought I ought to burn it for the promises that left. Then a girl from church was marrying with $20 saved. I took it from the garment bag and asked her for her name. I let the dress be happy, though it hadn't been with me. Let another woman wear it toward the life she hoped to see. I couldn't save my marriage, but I didn't have to hate. I let the dress be happy and gave the past away. I shortened both the shoulders and stitched the loosened seam. Her mother cried and thanked me like I'd handed back a dream. When she stepped into the chapel, the dress no longer knew the ending it had carried. It only looked brand new. I let the dress be happy, though it hadn't been with me. Let another woman
somewhere it toward the life she hoped to see. I couldn't save my marriage, but I didn't have to hate. I let the dress be happy and gave the past away. Some things don't need burning just because they knew goodbye. What once had carried sorrow could carry someone else's joy. I let the dress be happy, watched her father lead her in, and something in my own heart finally softened then. I couldn't change my ending, but I changed what it became. I let the dress be happy and walked away unchained. I gave the past away and let the dress be happy.
Her glasses lay beside it on the nightstand by the bed, a bookmark near the ending of the book she almost read. I started from the first page just to hear her voice somehow. I knew where she would laugh and where she'd argue with it loud. I left the last page unread, couldn't bear one more goodbye. As long as one line waited, part of her was still alive. The story stayed unfinished, like the life we thought we had. So I left the last page unread and held on to what was left. Our granddaughter came Sunday, found the book beneath my chair, said, "Grandpa, how does it end?" and waited for me there. I opened to the folded place, my hands began to shake, then read those final sentences for both our hearts' sake. I left the last page unread, couldn't bear one more goodbye. As long as one line waited, part of her was still alive. The story stayed unfinished, like the life we thought we had. So I left the last page unread and held on to what was left. But endings don't erase
chapters that came first, and reading one last line could never make the loving less. I read the last page aloud, and the room did not turn cold. Her love stayed in the story, and in every hand I hold. A book can reach its ending while its meaning carries on. I read the last page aloud, but she was never truly gone. I closed the book that evening, but I did not close our love.
For 37 years, Tom took the driver's side. He knew every narrow corner and where the school buses would hide. 3 months after we buried him, I sat behind the wheel with both hands at 10 and 2, and fear I could not conceal. The first mile alone was the longest I had known. Not because I couldn't drive, but because his hand was gone. Every turn felt unfamiliar, though I knew that street by heart. The first mile alone was where my life had to restart. I stalled beside the market and cried behind the glass, then heard him saying, "Take your time and let the moment pass." I turned the key once more and eased into the lane. By the time I reached the crossroads, I could almost breathe again. 1 mile became another, one morning became 2. I wasn't leaving him behind, I was doing what he knew. He had taught me how to steer long before I understood that the smallest things he showed me would one day do me good. The first mile alone was the hardest road I drove, but the second came more gently, with the strength his loving soul. Now I take myself wherever the day is asking me to go, and I thank him at each crossing for the first mile alone. I wasn't She came 6 weeks early, in the middle of the night. The nurse said she is breathing. I held on to those words tight. Her mother slept from worry. I stood beside the glass, counting every little rise and praying it would last. 3 pounds, 2 ounces, all my world behind the glass. Too small to fill the blanket, strong enough to hold me fast. One more breath, one more morning, one more chance to see her through. 3 pounds, 2 ounces, taught me what love could do. The day we took her home, her dress swallowed her whole. I drove 10 miles under with both hands in control. I checked her every minute till the morning turned to blue. That tiny chest kept rising and mine started breathing too. 3 pounds, 2 ounces, all my world behind the glass. Too small to fill the blanket, strong enough to hold me fast. One more breath, one more morning, one more chance to see her through. 3 pounds, 2 ounces, taught me what love could do. Now she outruns her brothers and sings louder than the choir. The smallest light I ever saw became our brightest fire. 3 pounds, 2 ounces, now she's running through the yard. The child we feared might leave us came home stronger than our hearts. Every breath became a blessing, every day became brand new. 3 pounds, 2 ounces, taught me what love could do. 3 pounds, 2 ounces, taught me what love could do. A number on his shirt, a bruise beneath his eye. My boy looked 20 years older when he sat on the other side. He said, "Dad, I failed you." I said, "What you did was wrong, but I didn't drive 6 hours to stop calling you my son." I still called him son, through the steel and the glass, not to pardon what he'd done, not to bury the past. I said, "Pay what you owe, then become someone new. The worst thing you have done ain't the whole of you." I still called him son. He finished his diploma, learned a carpenter's trade, sent me one short letter for every month he stayed. The final one said, "Daddy, I'm scared to walk outside." I met him at the gate.
and stood right by his side. I still called him son, through the steel and the glass, not to pardon what he'd done, not to bury the past. I said, pay what you owe, then become someone new. The worst thing you have done ain't the whole of you. I still call him son. Love is not pretending that the wrong was never there. It is telling someone truth and refusing to disappear. I still call him son. Now he works an honest day. He carries what he did, but it does not lead his way. He paid what he owed and became someone new. The worst thing he had done was never all I knew. I still call him son. The worst thing he had done was never all I knew.
Eddie called me from the hospital, said time was running short, then laughed and said, don't make my leaving one more door you close. He said, take my boy to baseball, call my mama every week, and don't spend all your mornings missing what you cannot keep. I started living for us both when he ran out of time, kept the promises he trusted to these two hands of mine. I don't carry him like sorrow, I carry him like hope. He left me one more reason to keep this heart open. I started living for us both. I sat beside his mother every Sunday afternoon, took his son to every ball game like he asked me to. The boy grew tall and steady with his father's crooked grin, and every time he crossed that plate I felt my old friend win. I started living for us both when he ran out of time, kept the promises he trusted to these two hands of mine. Left me one more reason to keep this heart open. I started living for us both. Grief can close a man
started living for us both and let the daylight in. Told his stories to his grandchild so they would know of him. I still miss him every season, but the missing does not own the life he placed before me when he could not carry on. I started living for us both. I still live my life for both of us.
The doctor spoke in whispers, but I heard every word.
The light would lead me slowly,
and darkness would be learned.
I drove us home in silence,
then held you through the night,
and promised I would tell you
everything still touched by light. You named the morning for me, the gold along the east, the steam above the teacup, the robin in the leaves. When my eyes could not hold daylight, your voice became my view. You named the morning for me, and I kept seeing through you.
I told you when the maples
turn yellow into red,
I learned your face by touching
the lines the years had left. You named the morning for me, the gold along the east, the steam above the teacup, the robin in the leaves. When my eyes could not hold daylight, your voice became my view. You named the morning for me, and I kept seeing through you.
I lost the shape of distance,
But never lost your hand.
but never lost your hand.
Love found another language and taught us how to stand. You named the morning for me, the rain against the glass, the color of my Sunday dress, the shadows moving past. When my eyes could not hold daylight, your voice stayed warm and true. You named the morning for me, I kept seeing through you. I still see the morning every time I speak to you. She stayed past midnight when everybody else went home. The room was full of flowers and words meant to be kind. Folks said I would get through it, then left me there behind. She gathered up the glasses, turned the hallway light down low. Never asked me to be stronger, never told me to let go. She stayed past midnight when the flowers lost their glow, when the good words had been spoken and everybody else went home. She didn't try to fix me, she just sat and held my hand. Sometimes love is simply staying when no answer understands. I cried until the morning, she never looked away. We talked about the weather when grief was hard to name. Years later, when she needed a heart beside her own, I pulled my chair up closer and made sure she wasn't alone. She stayed past midnight when the flowers lost their glow, when the good words had been spoken and everybody else went home. She didn't try to fix me, she just sat and held my hand. Sometimes love is simply staying when no answer understands. We never made a promise, we never had to say. Two women learned that friendship is love that chooses to stay. She stayed past midnight when everybody else went home, and years later I stayed with her so she would not stand alone. We never tried to fix it, we just helped each other stand. Sometimes love is simply staying and quietly holding hands. She stayed past midnight, and I stayed when her night came.
He came with one red suitcase and guarded little eyes. His mother told me, go slow, he's heard too many goodbyes. I never asked for daddy, I just showed up each day, fixed the chain on his bicycle, and stayed when storms came. I signed below his name on a cold courthouse line. He squeezed my hand so tightly, I knew that boy was mine. Blood didn't start our story, love had written every page. I signed below his name, but he had changed mine first. He stood beside the judge, trying hard to look grown, then whispered, can we leave now? I want to go back home. Outside beneath the flagpole, he finally called me Dad. One word gave me everything I never knew I lacked. I signed below his name on a cold courthouse line. He squeezed my hand so tightly, I knew that boy was mine. Blood didn't start our story, love had written every page. I signed below his name, but he had changed mine first. A father is not only the man there at the start, sometimes he is the one who stays and earns a child's heart. I signed below his name, but the truth was plain to see. Long before those papers, he had already chosen me. Blood didn't start our story, love had written every page. I signed below his name and walked outside his dad. I signed below his name and walked outside his dad. Danny knew every train by the whistle and the time, knew which one carried coal and which crossed the county line. Folks said he was different, he just saw what others missed. Every Saturday at 4, we stood watching from the bridge. Danny knew every train, every number, every name. He could hear 1 mile away and tell you when it came. They said I gave up freedom when I promised I would stay, but my brother gave me more than I could ever give away. Danny knew every train. When Mama left us suddenly,
He asked me who comes now. I said, I'm right here, brother. We'll keep going somehow. Years later, when my marriage broke, I sat too hurt to speak. Danny checked his pocket watch, then sat down next to me. Danny knew every train, every number, every name. He could hear 1 mile away and tell you when it came. They said I gave up freedom when I promised I would stay. But my brother gave me more than I could ever give away. Danny knew every train. He said the 410 still comes, even when the morning's bad. That was all the wisdom my tired heart needed then. Danny knows every train. Now his hair is turning gray. We still stand beside that crossing every Saturday. They said I gave up freedom, but I never felt that way. I have walked beside a faithful heart for most of all my days. Danny knows every train. The 410 still comes, and Danny knows its name.
They tagged the old tractor and numbered every chair. Strangers walked the hallway like we had never lived there. I kept Dad's pocket knife. He carried every day. It was the only piece of home they couldn't take away. When the auctioneer said sold, 40 years went with the word. Our name came off the gate like a prayer nobody heard. Mama turned her face. I tried not to lose control. A whole life changed hands when the auctioneer said sold. I watched the red barn vanish in the mirror as we left. Dad had raised it board by board with every breath he had. The land was never easy, but it taught us how to stand. You can lose the ground beneath you and still not lose the man. When the auctioneer said sold, 40 years went with the word. Our name came off the gate like a prayer nobody heard. auctioneer said sold, I still carry that soil in the cracks across my hands. A farm may leave your name, but it never leaves the man. When the auctioneer said so, 40 years went with the word. Our name came off the gate, but the love stayed undisturbed. We drove away with nothing that a stranger's hand could hold. They bought the land that morning, but they never bought our soul. They bought the land, but they never bought our soul. My suitcase by the chair, the taxi due at 10. I told myself I'd said enough and would not start again.
I sat there by the window with nothing smart to say.
For once I let the silence show what pride had pushed away.
I asked, do you still love me?
I said I never stopped,
And every wall between us
suddenly felt small. Before the taxi came, we finally told the truth. Not who had won the fight, but what we stood to lose.
You said I still love you.
I said I feel the same. We carried that suitcase back upstairs before the taxi came. We didn't fix the marriage in one long rainy night,
But we stopped keeping score
and started trying right. Before the taxi came, we finally told the truth. Not who had won the fight, but what we stood to lose.
You said I still love you.
I said I feel the same. We carried that suitcase back upstairs before the taxi came. Staying was not weakness,
Leaving wasn't wrong,
but love was still alive enough to give us something strong. Before the taxi came, we laid our anger down to
said I still love you.
I said I feel the same. We chose another morning before the taxi came. We chose another morning before the taxi came.
The pawn shop neared its closing when an old man stepped inside. He placed a worn gold wedding band beside a bottle of pills. He said, my wife needs medicine, and this is all I own. The clerk began to wait like the years were only gold. I bought his wedding ring back before they named the price. Some promises grow heavier the longer they survive. He said, sir, I cannot pay you. I said, there's nothing owed. I bought his wedding ring back before their years were sold. He slipped it on his finger, but his hands began to shake. Said she put this there at 20, and it's never left its place. Then he folded up the receipt and held it to his chest like a man who almost traded the one thing time had blessed. I bought his wedding ring back before they named the price. Some promises grow heavier the longer they survive. He said, sir, I cannot pay you. I said, there's nothing owed. I bought his wedding ring back before their years were sold. I wasn't rich enough to change the troubles they had known, just rich enough that evening to send one promise home. I bought his wedding ring back and watched him walk away with 47 years of love still shining in its place. The clerk saw only metal, but I knew what it could hold. I bought his wedding ring back before their years were sold. Some things are worth much more than what they weigh in gold. to work beside my dad. Could count a week of wages, but reading came too hard. I hid the mail from people, signed papers with the mark, till she laid out the alphabet each evening after dark. The first word was her name, written slowly on a page. I traced each little letter like a man escaping shame. She smiled across the lamplights while tears filled up my face. Of all the words she taught me, the first word was her name. She never made me foolish, never rushed my hand. She waited through each sentence till I learned to understand. On our 50th wedding, I stood before our friends and read the note I wrote her, from beginning to the end. The first word was her name, written slowly on a page. I traced each little letter like a man escaping shame. She smiled across the lamplight while tears filled up my face. Of all the words she taught me, the first word was her name. Some men learn from school books, some learn from loss and pain. I learned because one patient heart believed I could still change. The first word was her name. Now I read it every day on letters tied with ribbon that the years can't take away. She gave me more than language. She gave my pride some grace. Of all the words I carry, the first word was her name. Of all the words I carry, the first word was her name.
We chose chose the little room at the end of the hall. You measured for a cradle, I traced stars on the wall. Then spring came empty-handed, and we stopped making plans. We folded up the future we couldn't understand. The room we never painted stayed quiet through the years. No name above the doorway, no first cry for us to hear. We learned to hold each other through a loss no one could see. The room we never painted still lives inside of me. Folks said you can try again, like hearts were made that way. I smiled and changed the subject, then cried when they drove away. You held me in the hallway. We didn't say a word. Some sorrow has no language, but still deserves to be heard. We learned to hold each other through a loss no one could see. The room we never painted still lives inside of me. I don't call our hoping foolish, I don't call that love in vain. You were real in every future we had already named. The room we never painted no longer feels like blame. We carried you in silence, though we never spoke your name. We learned to love more gently through a tenderness made deep. The room we never painted is a memory we keep. The room we never painted still has a place in me.
My lawyer said you have a right to fight for every room. Then I saw the children's height marks by the doorway to their room. I had filled that house with arguing and made their mother cry. So I took the deed before me and drew one steady line. I signed my half away, not because I didn't care. The children needed one place, and their mama needed fare. I had taken enough peace from the place where they would stay, so the first right thing I gave them was a half I signed away. I moved into one small bedroom above a hardware store, sent the payment every Friday, and showed up like before. I sat through games and birthdays, never asked them to decide which parent they should stand with, or whose stories sounded right. I signed my half away, not because I didn't care. The children needed one place, and their mama needed fare. I had taken enough peace from the place where they would stay, so the first right thing I gave them was the half I signed away. A signature can't mend a vow or change the man I've been, but I could quit defending wrong and start making right again. I signed my half away and laid my old pride down. Years later, both our children still come when I'm around. I lost a house and marriage, but found a better way to love them without owning what I signed my half away. The first right thing I gave them was the half I signed away. You came home at sunrise as I tied my working shoes.
We shared 10 quiet minutes before the day took you.
I left a note beside your lunch
with 2 words underneath:
don't forget I love you.
Though we hardly got to meet,
we loved between the shifts in 10-minute goodbyes, and coffee left for morning, and kisses half asleep at night.
we missed 1,000 evenings, but never missed the truth.
Love built us a lifetime from the minutes we could choose. I heard about your hard days from notes beside the sink.
You fixed what I had broken before I woke to think.
We loved between the shifts in 10-minute goodbyes, and coffee left for morning, and kisses half asleep at night.
We missed 1,000 evenings, but never missed the truth.
Love built us a lifetime from the minutes we could choose. Now the children have their own lives,
and the clock
still leave you little notes
where only you will know.
We loved between the shifts when time was hard to find.
Never had enough together, but we gave the best we had.
We missed
1,000 evenings, but never missed the truth. Love built us a lifetime from the minutes we could choose. From the minutes we could choose.
When Mama's room went silent, I opened up the drawer. Her wedding ring was wrapped inside the handkerchief she wore. The note said for my oldest, so I slipped it on that day, while my sister packed the medicine and folded clothes away. I had called on Sunday evenings, she had stayed through every night, and the gold upon my finger suddenly did not feel right. The ring belonged to her, not by paper, not by name. She gave Mama every midnight while I lived 3 towns away. I wore gold upon my finger, she had carried all the weight. The ring belonged to her, so I gave it back that day. She said, Mama chose you for it. I said, Mama couldn't see how much love you gave in silence while I lived conveniently. Then I placed it in her palm and watched the years come down. 2 sisters who had lost each other finally turned around. The ring belonged to her, not by paper, not by name. She gave Mama every midnight while I lived 3 towns away. I wore gold upon my finger, she had carried all the weight. The ring belonged to her, so I gave it back that day. Some treasures are inherited, some are earned through what we do, and sometimes saying I was wrong is how love starts anew. The ring belongs to her, now it shines upon her hand, and I finally see the sacrifice I failed to understand. We cannot change the distance or recover every day, but the ring brought back my sister when I gave my